Welcome to I Am Divinity.
You know, here at I Am Divinity, what we do is we help you unlock your inner power.
So that's what we're doing.
When I come here to the course, you have your break out my memory from my childhood.
That's the power. Imagine how healthy our community will be. Like, they're so pure and so powerful.
Whispers of the morning stars, love expanded, infinite, come to earth, a hero's journey, finding what has always been, finding what has always been. Finding what has always been. Feel me now, I am the avatar. No ego here remains. I've washed away my pain, and now I am alive again. My power is insane, ineffably contained.
Well, hi everyone. This is Donn all the way from Costa Rica. I had to stop for a sec. I'm not used to talking in this manner. Because what happens is, quite a while ago now, probably 9 months, 9 months, a year, what's happened, what has transpired is that I don't do memorization anymore. I don't do memory. It's like I'm in a state of fluidness, and I just am, the information is flowing to me and through me. And it's not memorizing at all. And so that's kind of different, and I've been playing with that for quite a while. Anyway, I'm here to talk about what we as the I Am Divinity team are here for. And what we're here for is to raise humanity's consciousness and raise it to 700. That's what we're here for. It's presently at 210. That's a long way from 700. And the reason being is because the ego keeps tricking people like yourself in doing things and creating things and thinking things that you're on the right track. All the while, it's got you giving you a snow job. Yeah, and it's just, it's crazy how it does it. So, and there's a few that, like I got caught in those traps multiple times in my journey of my my getting to divinity. It was quite a journey, and of course I'm constantly enhancing it. How can I do it even better? All of those kind of things. It never stops. But a couple of examples is that, for example, in 6 weeks or so, it will be 45 years since I quit drinking, and 50 years since I quit smoking. And I was in AA for, I believe, 8 years. And the sponsor that I had, Mike Cunningham, just died yesterday, actually. And it was him and Mike Merle that were, they were my guys in AA. But what I found is this process that I've created supersedes all of those systems, all of them, every single one of them. And I'm talking about, for example, okay, like I just said, 45 years. 45 years of being sober, and approximately 8 years of that in going to AA meetings, Alcoholics Anonymous meetings. And yeah, so that's a long time. Now I'm talking about something crazy different. And what I'm talking about is 2 hours, not 28 years, but 2 hours to overcome different programs. So here's a couple of examples. There was a billionaire I work with, excuse me, and he had 5 addictions: alcohol, drugs, food, gambling, and sex. He was in the middle of a messy divorce, and his wife was with him, by the way. They came out from Toronto to see me in Vancouver. And his wife came with him. And here they were. It was like, so we had 5 addictions in the middle of a messy divorce. That's why I'm saying they both came together. And he hadn't flown his private jet for 6 months due to panic attacks. Constant panic attacks. And so another billionaire friend of his referred him to me, and him and his wife came out to see me. And now, remember, I was in AA all this time that I just shared. They came, they landed on Thursday. They landed on Thursday. On Friday, his addictions were gone. On Friday. Did you hear what I said? That's what I'm talking about. How is that possible? How's that possible? And that's what I have developed. That's what I've uncovered. That's what I've unpacked. Is that getting to that divinity of who you truly are, rather than the beliefs of who you think you are. And 98% of those programs out there are based on that system, not on your divinity. And it all gets all misconstrued. And you think you're doing well. Yes, not drinking or not using drugs is definitely better than using drugs. Yes. Yes. But I'm talking about 5 addictions gone. Well, it was about 20 minutes. Yeah, that's quite a difference in all of those addiction centers that they spend a year, sometimes 2 years, in an addiction center to overcome an addiction. I'm talking about a half an hour, 20 minutes. Yeah. Now, how different is that? Now, there's another one that I had a personal experience in that's so different. And what it is religion. I was brought up Catholic. Went to Mass every Sunday, went to confession every 2 weeks. We all went together, all 10 kids, mom and dad. Yeah. And brought up Catholic. and it was like, okay. And so once in that period of time that I was sober, I never went back to using. And I went to Mass every day for a year. Every day. I went to communion every day for a year. I went to confession once a week, every week for a year. Nothing changed. No different. How crazy is that? And yet, this Tim guy, his 5 addictions were gone. Boom. They were gone the next day. He had worked it out with his wife that night that they would get back together. Okay, like, how crazy is that? How crazy awesome is that? Okay? And not only that, but he put together an $800 million deal. That all took less than 2 hours. And so we're here to rapidly raise humanity's consciousness to its true 700. That's what you're meant to be in. 700, not 200, not 150, not 75, but 200 is a beginning. And to go to 700. That's your job. And what our job is to work with people. I've created this amazing IAMDIVINITY process that on average it takes 2 hours. 2 hours. Okay? Not 20 years. 2 hours. And guess what? You've raised your consciousness from, let's say, 210. Most come in around 200, 180, 210 to 700 and hold. There's a process I've developed that I give them. It's a double sound technique that shatters it. And then there's another one of divine focus that's meant to do 3 times a day to hold. And it is absolutely amazing what people are doing with this. And so we can talk about all of these programs and patterns, you know, whether it's a religion, the personal development, the best you can do in personal development, the best on the conscious scale of 0 to 1,000, the best is 200. The best. Okay? And we're meant to be at 700. Now, how do we do that? Well, the thing is, it's different. It's not a talking program. It's not a listening program. It's none of that. It's like, you know, a metaphor that's helpful for a lot of people is the metaphor of a vehicle. You know, like starting a vehicle. Going to drive a vehicle. Okay? And it's like, okay, You get in and all of this, but it's the key. It's the key that starts everything. That starts everything. It's the key. And what the key is to me is a neurocellular process, not an intellectual one. And if you're using intellect, the best you can do is get to 200. The best. The very absolute best is 200. Okay? You're meant to be at 700. 700 on the conscious scale of 1,000. Okay? And that's where the ego has you trapped. It has you convinced you're on the right track. And it'll give you little snippets of feeling good about yourself. And it's all a scam created by the ego, the collective ego and your ego. Okay? So, now we're talking about how do we do this? And so the team here, they are expected, every single one from me on down, to be at 700 and holding. That's our job. That's what we're here to do, to be an example of what it looks like and sounds like. There's hardly a day goes by that someone doesn't come out. The one that stands out for me the most, I was in Dubai, and I used to go to the Dubai Mall. It's the largest mall in the world. And one day I was there, and I had a hot pink suit on. And I was standing over, quite a distance over, and there was parents and their kids there, about, I don't know, 200 feet away. And what happened was, this little 3-year young girl, notice I didn't say old, but this 3-year young girl left her family, walked all the way over to where I was, held my hand, looked up into my eyes, and smiled. 3 years of age. How crazy is that? She recognized the divinity at age 3. Amazing. And guess what happened after that? One at a time, there was 7 of them, I believe, in total. One at a time came over and did the exact same thing as the little 3-year young did. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? We're meant to be in our light. That's who we are. That's what our divinity is. Doesn't matter if we got shiny shoes and great hair or bald or whatever. That's not what it's about. It's about being able to be in a divine state that raises humanity's consciousness. And we're here to shift humanity from its existing 210 out of 1,000 to 700. That's what we're here to do. And actually, we want you to join us, actually. In this, I just noticed my phone. It's 11:11. Amazing. What a coincidence. What a coincidence. That 11:11, you're here to assist us in raising our consciousness. How do you do that? Well, you get rid of all of your beliefs, both negative and positive. That's the biggest trap the ego has. The biggest trap. Okay? That's it. It's like, sorry, I just lost track there for a sec. And it's not the positive beliefs and not the negative beliefs. It's neither one. It's neither. It's the knowing. So I'll ask you a simple question. Are you ready for this simple question? What color are your eyes? What color are your eyes? Okay? Now that you know the answer, how long have they been that color? Now that you have that answer, how much effort has it taken? Now that you have that answer, that's you. That is you. Think about that. That color of your eyes. My eyes are blue. They were always blue. No one took them away. No one gave me none of that. Yes, you can get your eyes colored and all of that, but that's all you not being satisfied with your own identity. And this is all about true identity. The identity of who we truly are, not who we want to be. It's who we truly are. And that is us. That is our divine nature. Exactly. And it doesn't change. And so all of these programs, the personal development and consciousness living and it goes on and on and on. Goes on and on and on. And that's the ego tricking you. Tricking you. Because it's getting you to forget who you truly are and to focus on who you think you are. And talk about the sinisterness of that. You know, and once again, you know, my mom did everything she could to raise me to be, she wanted me to be a priest. Yeah. And I fought that system tooth and nail. I couldn't imagine me with a black robe on, that kind of thing. Anyway, and I kicked and screamed, threw temper tantrums, got into addictions, all of that kind of stuff. Yeah, running away. But no one knew. No one knew. No one knew. I have yet to meet someone that talks about this. Dr. Hawkins is one of the ones that knows, certainly knew this, and a few others. And yeah, so there's a big difference. There's a major difference. And I'm saying this not to make you feel bad, but to recognize the traps that the ego has got you in. That the ego has you in. And I've seen them. I hear these preachers and all of that. I hear them. I watch them. And it's all a scam, actually. It's all a scam. Having you believing that you are this or you're that, or come up here and we'll get this done. But it's still it's not the truth. It's not the truth. The truth is who you are. Like you think about, I know this is not going to fit for everyone, but you think about you being this divine being that was created. Like there's somebody in this house right now, in this home, that has a 2-month being inside. A 2-month being inside. That's divine. That being with no name, all of that is absolutely divine. Yes. Imagine. And she let me listen to the little one's heartbeat the other day. The other heartbeat. Boom, 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 boom. Imagine that. At 7 weeks. 7 weeks. That's us. That's us. How like astronomically amazing is that? And so we're here to find out who we are, and we're here to live in who we are once we find that out. Yes, And there's no games required. There's nothing. It's just, this is us. And remember, it's like the color of your eyes. And people ask me, like, how do you do this so fast, Donn? How do you do this so fast? Like 2 hours. Actually, it's a lot less than that. It's a lot less than that. I'll give you one example. A multi-billionaire had authorized a check that morning to be written for $4.2 billion. Yes. Took me a sec there. And they were about to sign the check. They were about to sign the check. It was a lawsuit. A multi-billion-dollar lawsuit. He was about to sign the check. He said, I gotta go. I'll be right back. There was 40 people in the room. 20 suing, 20 being sued. And he said, I'll be right back. And he walked out and he called me. He was in Toronto. I was in Vancouver. Told me what was going on. I said, how much time do we have to change this? Said, I got to be back in the meeting in 8 minutes. I said, okay, you ready? 6 minutes later, 6 minutes later, he hung up the phone. We were finished. He walked back into the meeting and says, we're not doing it that way. We're doing it this way. That 6-minute phone call saved him $200 billion. $2 billion, sorry. How amazing is that? And another one, because I got to tell you how powerful you are. We're not talking about how powerful I am. I know I'm powerful, but I want you to know how powerful you are. So I'm in my condo in Vancouver. And they have a strong recycling program in that condo. It was up on the mountain, Cypress Mountain. And I took down the garbage and the recycling and whatever. You know, cans here, bottles here, paper here, la, la, la. And I go out, about to walk out the door. And there was a guy on the other side coming in. And here he is. It's like he's gray in color. And holy shit, man, you don't look too good. What's going on? Said, I got prostate cancer. Had it for 16 months. They gave me 32 radiation treatments. They burnt all my stomach, wall, and intestines. And that, by the way, is what that does. It's burning. Burning. That's right. Anyway, said, I don't know how much time I have to live. I said, don't listen to that bullshit. Can I ask you a few questions? Said, yeah, okay. So I asked him. Now, 15 minutes later, all I knew is his name was Al. That's all I knew. That's all I knew. His name was Al, and I walked out the door. I had given him my phone number. 3 weeks later, Al calls me. Donn, this is Al Valjanik. Met you in the garbage room 3 weeks ago. I had all that cancer. Yeah, I remember, Al. Well, I just had x-rays. I don't have any cancer. How's that possible? How is that effing possible? I'm telling you, that's how powerful you are. It's not for the doctors to do this. It's for you to do this. Yes, that's who it is. It's up to you because you created it. You created those symptoms from not being in your divinity. Now, I know it's kind of hard to take on that responsibility, you know, but it's not to beat yourself up. Not at all. That's the last thing I would want you to do. What it's about is you recognizing, oh, wow, look, it's 11:22. What a coincidence. What it is, wow, do I really have this power? Do I have the power to create cancer? Do I have the power to get rid of it? And the answer is absolutely yes. Absolutely. Okay? I took 10 people with cancer through my process once. It was Christmas, for Christmas present. December 2019. 10 showed up. The last time I checked, there were still 8. They were cancer-free. How is that? How was that? Now, I'm hoping that you are challenged and you're pissed off at me for telling you the truth, so that you will wake up and shock your system to say, wow, is there a different system? You damn right there's a different system. And it's one that takes 2 hours. 2 hours. Not 20 years. Not 10 years. None of that. That is all a scam. That's all the old programming. And I'm telling you, you are the one that has the power. And that's what I show you or anyone else that takes my process. The I Am Divinity process. That you're the one with the power. All those people that got healed, I didn't heal them. I showed them how to heal themselves. That's what it's about. You healing you. Not exciting that you are that powerful. Yes, it's not exciting. Oh my God, you mean? That's right. That's exactly what I mean. That's exactly what I mean. And that's us. And we are here. We as the collective team of I Am Divinity. And I trust that you will want to join. But at this moment, we're here to raise humanity's consciousness. And everybody on here are in their divinity. And they hold their divinity. And we're talking about raising humanity's consciousness from its existing 210 out of 1,000 to 700. That's what we're here to do. I and my team, including my awesome tech guy here, okay, to raise humanity's consciousness to 700. Now, if that speaks to you, give it a couple of hours or days. Say, wow, I can tell the difference already. Because all of a sudden now you're stopped listening to the ego telling you that you have to go and get this radiation treatment and get that radiation treatment and have this operation and have that one and all of those. When in actuality, you created it and you can uncreate it, whatever that it is. Now, what's that sound like? What's that sound like? Is that guy's full of bunch of bullshit? Or, wow, is it really that possible? And yes, it is. I am going out on a limb telling you absolutely it is possible. Because I do it every day. Every single day. Yes, like a crazy one. There was a guy that I was working with. He had cancer of the colon. And they had a 5-year young boy. And his name was Jason. And he had Rubinstein-Tabby syndrome. Just so you know, I never heard of it before. Never, ever heard of those 3 words together. Rubinstein-Tabby syndrome. And he could only sit for 5 seconds and could only say 3 words. That was it. I was there to work with his dad who had cancer. And one day the mother said, Donn, would you like do something with Jason to see what you could do with him? I don't work with kids. I don't work with kids. Donn, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm not holding you to a result. I just want you to see if you can help them. Okay. I will see what I can do. So I spent, probably 40 minutes, maybe, somewhere in that vicinity with him. And I come back 10 days later. To see the father. And here's the little boy. That he spoke the alphabet and sat for 2 hours and 20 minutes. How crazy is that? Nuts that. Wow. Like cleaning out those programs and patterns and the beliefs that we got from growing up in dysfunctional homes. There was 12, 13 of us in our family. Dad was an alcoholic. He came back from the war with post-traumatic stress. Okay? Mom's brother, alcoholic. Father, alcoholic. Yeah. Like on and on and on. There was alcoholism and not that much drug addiction at that time. Okay? And all this rage and anger and, yeah, totally toxic energies. And they all get cleaned up. All in 2 hours. Like, think about that. Add up the time that you have put in to being this divine light, not knowing that's what you were doing. You were just, for the most part, most of you, been trying to get away from pain, trying to get away from the hurt, trying to feel better. And that was the ego tricking you. That was the ego tricking you to not hear what you needed to hear, which is you are divine. There's a way to be in your divinity, and it is like your eyes. Your divinity is like your eyes. They're there. Those eyes are there. That color is there. Okay? That color is there. And that's you. That's you. The color of your eyes. Yeah. Isn't that amazing? And you get to keep it. You get to keep the color of your eyes. And you get to hold that color of your eyes. And that's your divinity. That's it's not your divinity, but it's a reflection of your divinity. And we're here, in my case, with blue eyes. With blue eyes. Being who I truly am. Most days and most times during the day. That's what I do. That's my job. I'm here to hold my vibration of my divinity and share it with others. I'm asking you to think about doing that for you. And no, it isn't. It isn't a religion. It isn't Muslim, and it isn't Catholicism, and it isn't personal development, and it isn't chakras and all of those. No, it isn't any of that. Those are pieces. I'm talking about the color of your eyes, being who you are. And even though it looks like I'm putting pieces of a puzzle together when I work with somebody, the puzzle is really the cover on the box. Yeah, that's who you are. The cover on the box. It's not the pieces in the box. And all those programs are the pieces in the box getting you to put them all together. But it's not that. It's the cover on the box. That's you. And you don't put them together in pieces. What it is what I do is get you to see. Get you to see the cover on the box. Yes. And it isn't in pieces. It isn't. It's not at all in pieces. You are whole. You are one. You are divine. That's it. So you're the cover on the box, not the pieces in it. Do you get that? Stop wasting your time trying to put pieces together. And start saying, wow, like, what was my best day? What was my most magical day? What was that day that like it was just beyond. And it lasted for 2 hours, or it lasted for 20 minutes, or it lasted for 2 days. Well, that's you. And you're meant to be in that. And you're meant to stay in that. And those of us here at I Am Divinity are 80 to 95 to 100% in that state. Yeah. That's what we're here for. And to bring that. So, once again, I learned, just like the religion piece, just like the AA piece, I, learned by mistake, learned by trial and error. No, it's not that. No, it's not that. No, it's not that. It's like, oh, this is who I am. The color of my eyes. The picture on the cover of the puzzle. Go buy yourself a puzzle. Go buy yourself a puzzle and look at the cover. And I'm telling you, it's not the pieces inside the box. It is the cover on the box. So you're not the positive and negative beliefs. That's what the pieces are. Oh, let's put that one over here. Yeah, that piece goes here. Oh, that one there. Yeah, can I have that one that fits down in this corner? No. No. That's all the traditional models, whatever they are. The religions, personal developments, the whatevers. I don't know them all, but I bet you do. Okay? The AA, all of that. My sister was here. We had a call on Wednesday, I think it was. And she started telling me what was going on. And I said, listen, do you realize how long you've been doing this personal development thing? Okay, I had 6 sisters. This one was in the middle. Okay? She doesn't want her name mentioned, so I won't. How long you been in it? Well, I left addictions in 1993, started on my own, and she became my assistant, my secretary, my receptionist, all of that. So that's when she got involved and introduced to personal development. Okay? Well, she showed up the other night, and I was just taking notes. I said, do you realize right now that you're still in personal development? All of these years, you're still in the personal development program. Okay? And that's how the ego tricks you. Tricks you to thinking you have a good day. Oh, wow. Then what happens? The next day or the day after or the day after or the day after, it's gone. Well, that's why. Okay? And just one sec. So this is my business card. This is it. Now listen to this. I am divinity, transforming to who we truly are. On the flip side, our knowing is who we truly are. Our negative and positive beliefs are who we think we are. That's what I'm talking about. And if it doesn't fit in there, you're wasting your time, effort, and energy and money. Because you're not going to go anywhere. You'll be back in the same funk. Whatever it is. Another relationship. This is the 10th relationship. They're all the same. They're all the same. Or it's like, I got fired again. I got fired again. Or it's like, I can't get along with my son. It's just always at me, always at me, or my daughter, or whatever. And that's your programs that have never been healed and never been. And now remember, when I say healed, I'm not talking about, your traditional, it's going to take forever to heal. No, I'm not talking about that at all. I'm talking about turning the key to the ignition of your divinity, and boom, done. That's simple. Now, I'm not lying. Now, I'm not exaggerating. Okay? I've worked with so many people. So many. I'll give you 2 stories that will blow you away. Blow you away. Okay? You're not going to believe them. But I have to tell you how powerful you are. So I do this group. And it's on the website. And I do a follow-up after they take the program. And there was 2 in there. One had 58 years of asthma. 58 years of asthma. Do you know how long it took for me to get rid of her 58 years of asthma? 1 second. Now, how crazy is that? And the other one had post-traumatic stress for 38 years. 38 years. Do you know how long it took for me to get rid of that? 1 second. That's what I'm talking about. Here you are running to your doctors, running to get medications, running for all of that, having operations, getting poisoned with chemicals. That's right, getting poisoned by chemicals. Kids on drugs for ADHD. Bunch of bullshit. That's right. That's right. And this doesn't have to be this way. You are divine, and you now have the ear to listen to how to access it. You can access it by connecting with us, and somebody will reach out. It will be on something for you to know. I have no idea how to do any of that. Okay? And it's like, how do I get rid of my asthma in a second? How do I get rid of my post-traumatic stress in a second? Like, how do I get rid of 5 addictions in 20 minutes? How crazy is that? How crazy is that? And if you think I'm sitting here lying to you, forget it. This is the honest truth. And you can hear it in my voice, like that little 3-year young saw in me my divinity and knew I was the truth. I was the walking truth. I was the walking truth. And your job is for you to have the same. That's what I'm talking about. And how exciting is that? That all of the things you were taught, all of the things that you believed, all of the things that you went to, trying to get rid of this and trying to get rid of that, it's all a scam. It's all the drugs, the medical, all of those things. They just get bigger and bigger and bigger. So there you have it. Here's the door shutting here. And you can spend time doubting what I'm saying to be true, or you can fully embrace it and follow up on what might be on the computer here. Once again, numbers lining up. 1144 for those of you that do the numbers thing. Yeah, do the numbers thing. So there we have it. So very excited to have this long Speaking the Truth chat. And I look forward to you, rather than letting doubt stop you or slow you down. It's like, okay, who are these guys? Where are they at? How do we get involved? Who can I take with me? That's what you need to be asking. Because it's the truth. It is the truth. And you can have it all. You have yourself an amazing afternoon, evening, night, morning, sleep, whatever. Remembering the truth of what you heard today. Because that's what it is. I am.
Hi there.
My name is Jamie Devine. Welcome to I Am Divinity.
You know, here at I Am Divinity, what we do is we help you unlock your inner power.
So that's what we're doing.
When I come here to the call, you have you break out my memory from my childhood.
That's the power. Imagine how healthy our community will be. Like they're so pure and so powerful.